Let's suppose if you want to display multiple cards with their values in a single visual, then the new card is just for you. This new card visual in Power BI is an updated version of the standard visual card. If you don't know what is card and when do we use it, how to create it, just go back to the previous videos and learn about it, right? The new card visual offers a fresh design and enhanced customization options to display a single value, right? Now to create a card new visual, just you have to enable something. So to do that, just go to file, right? Go to options and settings, select this options. This options window will open up, right? Here just go to preview features. Here just search for new card and enable it. I have already, you will find it this is unchecked. Just check it here, right? And click on OK button. Correct. Now just click on this visual, second last row and third visual card new, right? Click on it and it will get inserted into a Power BI text doc. It initially, when it is blank, it will look like a blank original or the standard card, right? You can add many values into it. Let's say sub sales. If you add a single value in it, a single card will show you, right? If you add more values to this data here, right? Let's say COGS, a new card will be appended here, right? You can add more values here, let's say gross sales, and one more card will be appended here, right? If I click outside, you will see I have added only one visual, that is card new, right? And when I add multiple values in it, multiple cards have been appended, right? This way this visual works, and you can add as many as values you want, correct? This way, if you see here, we have the horizontal scroll. We can adjust it as well. Just you can add more values in it if you want. Let's say units sold, right? Scroll is lesser and you see one more unit, one more card here, right? As many as values and add here, the number of cards will be added to this visual, right? Just to format it, just go to the format your visual section of visualization pane. Here you can select the layout here. So here we have it has by default added the single row and style is card, right? You can maximum number of cards shown is 3. So by, other charts will be added to the school. You can increase this number of cards here, right? Let's say 5. So all my 5 cards are shown, being shown here. The other arrangement is the other style is table, so it will be shown as table here, right, with a single row. You can just go back again here, and you can select this as single column as well. So this will be set as single column, right? You can increase or decrease the number of cards. Let's say if you decrease it, here the vertical scroll will come up, right? This way you can work with it. So here we have grid as well, so here you can set as grid, correct? This way, so this grid will be coming up. So here I am working in a single row, and I am adding a maximum number of cards as 6. So here we can add more things like shape. You can just uh, change the shape of it. You can have customized corners. You can change the radius of corners from top, left, right, and bottom, correct? This way, or if you turn this off customized corners, then whatever the value you give to this rounded corners, then that particular radius will be come up. Let's say here if I choose cards, then let's say here I choose, okay, so here If you go come down with the background, you can change the background color here. If you turn it on, you can change the background color. Let's say this light blue color, right? The background of this visual will be changed. Now you can increase or decrease the transparency of this background, right? You can also add image to this background instead of color. So as of now I am just turning it off. If you go to padding, then you will see 00 padding here. 00 means the border and the card card has zero space between it. So if I give 5 pixels from top, it will leave 5 pixels from the start of the visual and the cards from the top. You can add this padding from top, right, bottom and left. You can click on reset to default to change it to default formatting, right? I will again go back here and increase the maximum number of cards. If you go to call out values here, the call out values are these values. If you turn it off, then these values will get disappeared. If you turn it on, then you can apply the formatting here. You can change the formatting. You can apply the formatting collectively for all the or the cards in this visual, or you can just vote for single card, right? Let's say I am giving it the color of it. This is, let's say, this orange color, right? If I select COGS, then I can apply some different color here. Let's say this blue color, right? I will select some different value cross sales. Just choose some different value, different color. Just select again the different value and choose some different color here. This way, right? Now I am selecting here as all, and I'll change the font family to say Joy UI bold, right? Or let's say semi bold. And you can increase or decrease the font size. The minimum font size is 8 pixels, right? You can increase it. Then you can just apply the same font color to all, right? You can align it horizontally. If you see this labels, the title is here showing it, the label showing it, some of sales, some of COGs, these are labels. If you turn it off, then these labels will be hidden. If you turn it on, then they will be visible. And you can change the font formatting of these labels, right? You can change the color of it, and you can change the position. By default it is above, you can change to below, right? This way you can increase or decrease the spacing between the label and this value. Let's say if I decrease it, right, you can increase it as well. If you see the layout, it is vertically lined as middle. You can set it to top or bottom, correct? If you go to reference labels here, you can add some kind of label here as well, right? You can just add some data here, and for that these particular kind of labels will be added, right, for all first country, right? So this way you can just now you can just update all the font formatting here for this, right? I am canceling it out. You can do these formatting, title, value, details, divider, all these formatting for these things. Now you can apply the image here. Let's say for all, if I turn it on, I will just image type image or image URL, right? You can apply image here or image URL here. Then you can give here the image ka URL, correct? Or you can directly give the image here. If you select image, then you will have to browse it from your system. Okay, this way these images will be added to your card, right? You can you can align that, or you can update the font formattings here, right? I am just turning it off as of now. If you go to cards, then you can change the formatting here. Let's say for all, you can change the shape rounded rectangles, this way. And you can update the roundness from here, padding is set to normal, you can set to wide, right, or you can set to narrow. This way you can set the padding of these cards. Now alignment you can set to align as these, right, bottom or middle or above. You can set the background color of these cards, let's say this gray color, right, this way. You can also use background image also from your PC, right. We can also apply the border, let's say this brown color, and you can increase the width, right. You can also increase the transparency of these borders. You can also apply the shadow if you turn it on and select the color of the shadow. You can set the shadow to outside or inside using this offset option, correct. And also you can change the position of this shadow. You can also give this glow here, so this glowness will be coming up. You can change the color and position. If you turn the accent bar on, then some accent will be visible here. So if I just remove the border, and you will see this accent has been added here, right. And you will see this shadow is also coming up, right. This accent is a one-sided border, correct. So you can just change the position from right, or you can change to bottom, or you can set to top, right. As of now I'm keeping it to as left. You can increase the width, and you can change the color as well, this way. So we have many customization options, and this is why we say it as the updated version of card. So we have many customizations options here, correct. In general formatting we have general options. In properties we have height and width. We can set the height and width of this visual, right. So these will be applicable to the complete visual. Let's say changing the height to 350, the height will be increased. We can increase the width to, let's say or set the position first, let's say horizontally I'm keeping it as 0, then it will be shifted to 0 pixels from left, right. We can increase its width, let's say 1300. So this much of width is not applicable to our page size, that's why it's not taking. So let's say 1250, and we can increase its width, right, this way. Now you can also set the title here, right. You can set the title here, let's say cards, this way. And you can change the fonts family here, font size here of this title, and you can change the text color, background color, middle. You can also set the sub divider here, this way, right. You can just change the color of this divider and increase the width. So this is the divider here. You can change the line style to dashed or dotted or solid. You can go to effects to change the background color, right. You can increase the transparency, this way, right. The transparency will be added to the background. You can just go to visual order and turn it on. You can just change the color of this border and increase the width of this border here, right. So the edges of this border will be sharp, if you see sharp borders, right. So you can make them rounded using go to general tab, formatting and effects. If you go to visual border here, you can increase the roundness, right. In this shadow you can also give the shadow here, right. You can change the offset and position of this shadow, under the data format, you have to apply the data formatting here. Let's say for sales we have currency, then a currency symbol will be added here, right? You can add decimal, you can handle decimal places here, right? For COGS also you can apply formatting, right? The same way you can apply for all the cards you have, correct? Header icons, these are the header icons. These header icons will always be visible in Power BI desktop, but these header icons can be handled in Power BI service. If you turn it on, then these header icons will always be visible in Power BI service, but if you turn it off, then they won't be visible. If you turn it on, you can handle the color coding of it. Let's say a background color be this one, border will be this one, icon color you can change, and also you can handle what kind of header icons you want to display. If you hide any header icon, you can just turn it off. Now if you see, we don't have any tooltip here. If you turn this on, then a particular tooltip will be visible, right? You can format the text from here by changing the font family, font size, label color, right, value color, and you can also change the background color.